I told you so. Even everything that was happening with the markets and how bad the Stellantis stock took a dive, I told you that this was going to be a bargain and it was going to be huge. And now all of the experts agree. Of course, it's another I told you so video. We're going to get into that and more right after this. Guys, before we get into today's video, I'm going to talk about the ending of the extra entries for the Ram TRX and the Chrysler 300 Hellcat. You can get in on both of those with the best possibility, the best chance to win now at tksgarage.bigcartel.com for a pretty sweet, clean Ram TRX and a Chrysler 300 with a Hellcat swap, which comes with all the paperwork, because I know y'all going to be in the comments and be like, they're confiscating cars that are Hellcat swap now, TK. Yes, if you don't have the appropriate paperwork and if a VIN number shows up somewhere that it wasn't acquired properly, yes, they will take the whole damn car. This is not that. This was professionally built in Arkansas, so by a shop. So this car is 100% above board, legit, as is the TRX. So if you want to get on either one of those, it's very simple to do. Today is the last day till 12:01 a.m. tonight. You can get in and get those extra entries at tksgarage.bigcartel.com. After that, everything goes down to $1 for one entry for the rest of the month of March. So don't miss out. Link in the description down below. So Stellantis, the strategic reset hit. We got away from doing the electric vehicle bullshit that Carlos Tavares wanted to do. Everybody knew that that was a friggin' disaster and was never going to work. Not to mention when you released the Charger and the Charger came out, that, you know, it's pretty bad when BMW had like a really bad maintenance record. They're now the fifth most. They're the only car that's not Japanese that's the most reliable in the world. That's pretty bad. And the Charger spent more time on the back of a tow truck like a Jaguar than on the road, like for months. Bricked. They can't figure out things, fix things. It was a disaster. And I think they did the right thing by doing the reset. So I saw this over at Insider Monkey. I also saw this at CNBC. Stellantis, or STLA, as the stock is known. And full disclosure, I am invested well over six figures into Stellantis. I am a heavy, for the average general person in the public, heavy investor because I believe in the brand. Not Stellantis as a whole. For real, just Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Maybe a little bit of Fiat. I don't like F Peugeot and DS and all that other bullshit. I'm not a fan of none of that shit, but I am a fan of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram is what's going to carry the entire company. For you French guys, don't tell me about how Peugeot made 5% of the company last. Miss me with that shit, okay? Please, just go away. Anyways, Stellantis, one of the dirt cheap stocks to buy now. On February 26, Stellantis characterized the 2025 as a reset year, reporting net revenues of 153 billion euros and 5.5 million consolidated shipments. During the second half of the year, revenues grew by 10%, supported by a 39% surge in North American shipments. Huh, you mean Rams with Hemis in it? Durangos with Hemis in it? Hellcat engines? Yeah, no shit. We've been telling you this for who knows how long, and thank God Tim Kuniskis came back when he did, because if he didn't, oof, it might be rough. Strategic shifts during this period focused on aligning production with customer demand and navigating regulatory changes in the U.S. Key operational updates included the launch of 10 new products, such as the Jeep Cherokee, the Ram Dakota, and a major reinvestment in quality through the hiring of 2,000 engineers. You mean you brought back people so that you weren't farming it out to the cheapest guy in Madagascar or wherever the hell else they were and didn't know shit about the vehicle. Smart. Additionally, the company is doubling down on high-demand segments, increasing Hemi V8 engine production by 100,000 units. 100,000 units for 2026. in relaunching the SRT division to restore profitable growth in the North American market. STLA was designated 2026 as a year of execution with focus on progressive performance improvements and achieving positive adjusted operating income in core regions. To increase transparency, the company will transition to quarterly, full-year reporting and integrate its Maserati business into regional segments. So basically, everything that we've been saying for, a year and a half, 2 years, that they were stupid to do what they were doing? Yeah, we were right. We told you so. Tim knew this too when he came back, and that's why he immediately accelerated. I mean, it's not the Hemi we wanted, but we got the e-torque right away. And they started putting it back in. And what happened as soon as they opened ordering, we had 40,000 units immediately by dealers. As soon as the dealers were able to order 10,000 by customers directly, immediately. Come on, man. That should have just told you immediately what the public wanted. And, now, not Carlos Tavares, Antonio Filosa, now CEO of Stellantis, has come in, moved the headquarters, the CEO's office, to Detroit, because that's where the money comes from, and is running the company here and focusing on the brand. He's not forgetting about Europe. Don't get it twisted. He's Italian. He's not going to forget about Maserati or Fiat or Alfa, for that matter. I can tell you that for sure. As much as he's turned around Jeep and done a lot of other things in the company, he's not going to forget about Italy. I can pretty much guarantee that. But you got to go where the money's at. That's here. That's in the good old United States of America. I'm probably going to have a flag or something behind me, dude. I need to put some patriotic music in the background. I'm kidding. But this is positive news, because now all the experts are listing Stellantis as a buy. And now with the, conflict going on in the Middle East here, with Iran, bombing here in Qatar and firing rockets into, UAE and Dubai and a bunch of other places, it caused the markets to, get shook up a little bit. Everybody's stocks down. GM, Stellantis, everybody went down. So it was already down. And for it to come down some more, it's like bargain basement. And I just reinvested. I have just put more money in. So as the stock goes up, I would make back my losses and some extra profit. And it's even cheaper now. So if it's something, I'm not financial advice. I'm not a stockbroker. I don't have a Series 7. I'm not going to tell you to go invest. That's not my lane. I'm just telling you what I've done, and I'm seriously considering buying some more. That's just me. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.